Hello, my loves. Want to talk about, different things. Um, Hope you're doing well. And some of the things that I want to talk about, share. Some of it's personal, but some of it I've talked about before. Maybe like quite a while back. And well, some of it's not easy to talk about. Be real. But anyway, okay, so first off, let me say, I've kind of went back and started looking into something that I had started studying before and put it to the side. But it's about astral traveling and teleporting, astral teleporting, or whatever you want to call it, out of body experiences. They go by a whole bunch of names. And so let's just say that back in time, years back, well, I didn't realize it at the time, but I feel in my heart that I've had experiences in regards to that. Okay, meaning, well, let's just say, let me go back, that I wasn't asleep at the time. It was actually in my day-to-day life. It happened. I didn't mean it to happen, but in reviewing over some of the things that I've been reading, it made me feel that those certain experiences was kind of similar to that, what happened when I was awake. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't think that you actually have to be asleep to experience these things. I think that it can happen anytime. Okay? I think you can have an out-of-body experience anytime in your life. Okay? It was just, like I say, just a normal day. A normal thing was happening that I was dealing with. And I'm sorry, I might, like I usually do, I might go off on tangents. But anyway, so something that happened, okay? And let's just say it was kind of like, okay, so what happened was, one of the things was one of my experiences, and it's kind of like I felt like I was in a dream in a way, okay? I'm at a park right now, but it was like I was in a dream, like in a like it wasn't really happening in a way. Like I wasn't sure what was happening. Like I could see things like the future in a way. Like I was in a truck. I was in a big truck off the ground, and I was going inside the truck to sit down, okay? And I was kind of like crawling over this really actually happened, okay? I was climbing into the truck, and I could see what might happen. Like I could visualize, like I felt like I was there, but like not there at the same time. And then, so I was going through the motions, and I could foresee certain things happening, but then I kind of felt like I wasn't in my body in a way too at the same time. And then the next thing you know, I'm in the doorway, standing in the truck with my back turned, okay? Because, like, this is a big truck off the ground, like I'm telling you, daylight, okay, in a parking lot. And I wasn't by myself at the time. Now, let me just say that I'm not in contact with this person who I was with at the time. So I know it wasn't my imagination, like it actually happened, okay? And I'm in the doorway and I'm standing there, and like in my mind, it's like, don't let go. And then a part of me is like seeing myself let go. And I didn't know what was going on. Like I say, I'm like in like caught up in different dimensions in a way. And I let go, and a part of me is like, oh no. And this person's like saying, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna fall, or this, that, and the other, da 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 da. Like I can hear it in the distance. Like I say, I was kind of like in and out of the consciousness, in a sense, like in a way. And I let go, and like I was kind of felt like, in a way, like I was kind of nudged, in a sense, out of the vehicle, in a way, kind of like by the unseen. I'm flying in the air backwards in this parking lot, okay, at a repair place in the daylight, flying in the air backwards, airborne, okay? When I let go, like I say, I'm way up in the air, and then I'm in my mind, and I'm thinking, all of a sudden I think, oh no, this isn't gonna be good, right? Like, oh my goodness, is going through my mind, okay? And like I say, this person's like saying things, because, and all of a sudden I land, and it's like I'm floating, and I gently land, go to the ground like this, and then gently am laid to the ground. I wasn't harmed, okay? And so me and this person talked about it, about what happened, right? I mean, it was crazy. And I ended up talking about the experience with my grandma. Some time back after this happened, she's passed on, okay? But let me say, my grandma said, my grandma had told me that she experienced something similar, where she was flying, well, like in the air, and she would gently land to the ground also, and was not harmed, like her angels had laid her to the ground, like carried her, like the spiritual forces lifted her up, carried her, and gently laid her to the ground unharmed. So I just wanted to share this experience. And let me just say that during that time when I had these things going on, well, I know I talked about it in other times, but I had, in my time, it's not easy to admit, but I had strong addictions. That I prayed for a long time, because it's not easy to get over things. And a friend of mine told me to take it to the altar in your mind. to whatever the situation is, no matter what it is, whatever's bothering you, whatever problems you have, take it to the altar in your mind, and God, Creator, the divine, whatever, the universe, angels, they'll help you for whatever you got going on. So I just want to talk about that. And I did that to the, like I said, I'm going off and branching off into a different subject. It's kind of tied in with it in a way, because let me just say, that experience, let me just say too, I have been free from stuff since about 2019, 2020. With that help from advice from my friend. But anyway, so if anybody needs help with things, I suggest maybe trying that to see if that helps you. So anyway, back to the other stuff. I feel that you do not have to do things when you're asleep, okay? As in, it's here all the time. The spiritual world is here now all the time. You do not have to go to sleep to experience it, okay? That's what I mean. And certain things that I have read, as in what am I trying to say? Okay, so like they say that when you come back or whatever, not to fear, and beings being around, whatever. Well, yeah, so they're around all the time, okay? They're here all the time around us. Is that like through like society, as in we're conditioned, as in through our parents, through society, whatever, through this to like think that like we're separated, and we're not separated to the spiritual world that's here all the time. And so another thing that I want to talk about, that I've had other experiences, okay, dealing with the unseen spiritual world back in time, and it was nighttime. It was getting nighttime at the time, that I actually noticed and seen, because sometimes I can see the spiritual world. You have to be open to it to experience it, because it's not a part of you. It's not, you are a part of it, is what I'm trying to say. It's not separated from you. It's within you, it's around you. But anyway, so what I had seen was, it was getting dark, like I was starting to say. And I was at a shopping mall. I was at a store. I was coming out of a grocery store, okay? And in the distance, like the mountains, the trees, the buildings, all that, the sky, clouds, everything, the environment, the background, was tall, giant beings, spiritual beings that was making up, that was a part of the environment. They were one with the environment, is what I'm trying to tell you. And they were watching me. They were protecting me. And so what I'm saying is, they're here around us all the time. And I just wanted to share that. I know I'm meant to share certain things. And I just think it's beautiful to think of those things. But anyway, I know certain things may seem kind of out there, certain things I might be talking about. But if we change our perspective and change how we view things and use our imagination and open our minds and our hearts, we can tap into things a little bit more easier and see different dimensions that are here around us all the time. Different spiritual dimensions. It's our inner journey within us. And once we change our internal world, things around us change. And the spiritual world wants to connect with us. The angels and all the spiritual beings. And I find sometimes, I know this world, it's hard to when you're dealing with stuff, but go out to nature is the quickest way that I find to connect to the light, which is you, which is me, your internal light, your internal sun, your internal moon and planets. Anyway, my loves, I'm sending you my love as always. Just know that you're not separated from all of this. It's a part of you, and you don't have to go to sleep to experience it. You can experience it when you're awake. Anytime. You just have to ask. And yes, pray a lot. Do good things to others and yourself. As I've said before, you are a spirit and soul having a human experience. Heaven is here now. The spiritual world is here now. Not when you're gone. It's here right now as I'm talking to you. All right, my loves. Blessed be. I hope this is a happy new year for you. Sending you my love. You're always in my heart. Blessed be, my love.